Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV. Today, the 15th day in the month of August, year 2022. I am Monvire Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. Buhari 2023 census needed to tackle insecurity. Pensioners accuse Southwest government of abandonment. Ondo court remands 7 over kidnapping, murder. Insecurity. Amotekun vigilantes group tells governors. Priest Seminarian abducted near military checkpoints. Perpetrators contacted families. Corp injured as police soldiers clash in Osun. Now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari says the 2023 census data is needed to tackle the security challenges in the country as it would give an overview of the population. He said these are the national stakeholders summits of the 2023 population and housing census held at the State House, Abuja. He said the nation required a new data to set to drive not only the implementation of the recently launched revised National Policy on Population and for Sustainable Development and other government policies, but also several poverty reduction and youth empowerment programs. He said the deployment of digital technology in the 2023 National Population and Housing Census would ensure effectiveness and more accuracy in the figures, while noting that Nigeria could rank third largest in the world by 2050 after China and India. He also said a reliable, credible, acceptable, and successful census would help government in planning purpose for development, especially bolstering the social security program that targets more vulnerable Nigerians. To the next story, pensioners in the southwest zone of the country have accused the governors from zone of abandoning them to die prematurely and miserably. Speaking through the National Nigerian Union of Pensioners, NUP, Southwest Zone, the senior citizens decried the backlog of unpaid pensions and gratuities by governors in the southwest, saying most state governors have no regard for pensioners. The pensioners who spoke in Lagos State at NUP's zonal meeting accused the governors of insensitive to plight of pensioners. In his address, Chairman Southwest Zone of NUP, Wahid Oloyede, appealed to the state governors to pay pensioners regularly. He also called on the governors to increase pensioners in their respective states, noting that some pensioners are still receiving as low as 5,000 naira monthly. Nigerian Constitution provides an increase in pension every 5 years, and whenever salaries of workers are increased, that of pensioners should also be increased. We have discovered that only the federal government is fulfilling their promise, but the states are not. The consequential increase in pension that was approved by the federal government in 2019 was not implemented in many states. To Ondo States. The Ondo State Magistrate Court, sitting in Akure, the state capital, has ordered the remand of 7 men over alleged kidnapping, murder, and armed robbery. The defendants are Mohammed Umaru, Suleiman Aliyu, Abubakar Ibrahim, Aulu Barzo, Muhammad Tukur, Auta Bello, and Chindu Yahu. Punch Metro gathered that the defendants were arrested by the state security outfit Amotekun for allegedly kidnapping 3 persons and killing 1 in Ikarowo Expressway. The defendants were arraigned before the court on 4 counts of conspiracy, armed robbery, murder, and kidnapping. The prosecutor told the court that the defendants committed the offense on August 4, 2022. According to him, the defendant, while armed with weapons, kidnapped 3 persons: Bello Mukaila, Niro Adeyemo, Rusikatu Suleiman. He stated that the defendant also killed 1 Mudashiru while driving on the Owo Ikare Road, firing at him for attempting to resist being attacked. The prosecutor said that the kidnappers also allegedly robbed 1 Abdul Murtala of the sum of 4 million naira and other valuables at gunpoint. Still on security matters, a coalition of self-determination groups led by the United States of America-based self-determination movement, the United Indigenous People of African Foundation, has called on the governors in the southern and middle belt of Nigeria to stop funding the police and the military. The groups called on the governors in this region to instead begin to use their money to arm Amotekun and other vigilante groups to secure the lives of the people. This was contained in an electronic statement by a pro-tem spokesman for the coalition, Joseph Ekwo, and made available to our correspondent by Maxwell Adeleye the media aide to Ilana Omo-Oduah leader, Professor Banji Akintoye. The coalition called on the Middle Belt regions to invoke the doctrine of necessity and the provisions of Chapter 8, Article 51 of the United Nations Charter on self-defense by starting to buy arms for the respective regional security outfits, including training and retraining of local vigilantes and hunters in their domains so as to safeguard their people. Benue State, known as Food Basket of the Nation, is now the capital of internally displaced persons in the south and middle belt of Nigeria, with 27 IDP camps and almost 2 million IDPs, with no thanks to the activities of marauding Fulani terrorists. Moving forward to the next story concerning kidnapping as well. Government have kidnapped the Deputy Registrar of Spiritan University, Neochi, Father Chinedu Nwadike. Nwadike, a Catholic priest, was kidnapped on Friday on the Enugu-Okigwe Road. The priest was abducted alongside a seminarian, Emmanuel Nwafo. Our correspondent gathered that on Sunday that the abductors had established contact with their relations and demanded money, 50 million naira. A family source said Reverend Father Dr. Chinedu Nwadike from Umwezoro, Eziama, Nkwere, LGA, Imo State, and a young seminarian, Emmanuel Nwafo, were on Friday kidnapped on their way to Enugu, Omonochi axis along Enugu-Okigwe Road. Both are members of the Holy Ghost Congregation missionaries, living their lives of sacrifice and selflessness in service to a better society. Another source said it was the second time the priest would be attacked by kidnappers. In the first attempt, they shot directly at him, but he managed to escape. This time, they succeeded and are said to be demanding the money from the family. Curiously, a military checkpoint is around the place, the sources added. The priest's younger brother, Chikezie, said the family was praying for the safe return of his brother and young brother and the seminarian. The director of Catholic Communication Enugu Church Diocese, Reverend Father Benjamin Achi, confirmed the incident. Although he did not provide details, he simply said, yes, Father was kidnapped. And going to the last story for this hour from Osun State. One person said to be a police operative was on Saturday allegedly injured by some soldiers inside Ajegunle Spear Path Market in Osogbo, Osun State's capital, following a disagreement. The cause of the disagreement and the identities of the police and soldiers involved could not be immediately ascertained, but sources in the market said a policeman was seized and beaten up by some soldiers to the surprise of many people that witnessed the incident. But the situation became tense when some police operatives from Dugbe Police Division, located a few meters away from Ajegunle Spear Path Market, arrived at the scene and engaged the soldiers in an argument. The matter soon degenerated and there was an exchange of gunshots for some time. The incident occurred some minutes past 5 p.m. on Saturday. We all fled the scene to escape being shot, an eyewitness who preferred anonymity said. The spokesperson for Osun State Police Command, Yemisi Opalola, confirmed the clash but said the matter had been resolved. That concludes the national news from BGI TV. Before we go, some major headlines. Buhari 2023 census needed to tackle insecurity. Pensioners accuses Southwest governors of abandonment. We also brought to you from Ondo State. Ondo State's courts remand 7 over kidnapping, murder, and finally, cop injured as police soldier clash in Osun. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is Baba Bagide Imo TV. Kindly subscribe. Click on the notification bell, select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagide Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page for more updates. On Instagram, Bagide Imo _22. For other placements of goods and services, coverage of events and function, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. Good afternoon.